Hey, good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. You join me, it's about 1 o'clock on a Thursday. Lunch on the bike, number 11 I believe. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not the champion, but I am here at S1 Pool and Snooker Hall. And they also have darts here. A bit of music in the background, so I'll just talk over it. But yeah, Nong and I come here. Yeah, sometimes very, very good tables. A bit quiet because it's early on in the day, but very, very popular in the evening. And they've got lovely ladies who look after you here. They're not prepared for me coming in. Sorry, crap, you okay? Yeah, look, lots of dartboards there. And upstairs, a snooker table. Snooker tables, okay. So I don't know, maybe, let's say about 30 pool tables, and they're all very high quality. Anyway, let me take you out around the town. We'll go somewhere nice for lunch. Better value than last week, 100%. Let's hit the road. Yeah, so that was inside S1 Pool Hall and Sports Bar. If you don't know where I am, you will do in a minute. If I turned right, Soi Buakhao is just ahead of us, and if I turned right, we would be at Action Street. You know, so it started to rain. Anyway, a quick tour of the town. Oh, here we are. Let you see where we are. Irish House is there. Hi there. I do use the bike motor during the day because it's not dark. I can cycle faster. You can still get to see everything. Yeah, it's only been a couple of days since I put the last one up, so I've got some stuff to do next week. So I didn't want it to impinge on my lunch on the bike. So time-wise, where are we? 13:20. Temperature 34 degrees. And to the guy last week who said, "You're an idiot, it's 33, not 43. I take, maybe you can't see, that's where I take my reading from. And when it sits in the sun, it gets hotter. So if I say it's 43, that's what the machine's telling me. And it's probably more indicative of what it feels like. Okay, it's not an in the shade. It's not an in the shade. Holy crap. Not an in the shade temperature. So last week, right? I'll tell you. I took. If you didn't watch, I went to Fra, and I did have duck spaghetti, and I had pad kapow as well. But the duck spaghetti was one that I took back to Nongs Shop. I'll just make it through there. And I thought, our staff, always hungry, you know. She was like, my alright, so she never ate it. And she spicied it up. Anyway, somewhere totally different today. Cost is going to be about the same. Quantity and quality should be considerably higher. Don't worry, I will do some of the cheap Thai stuff as well. I have remembered to set my map over there on the right. I used to go there all the time with Nong, and then the guy packed up shop and God, he died not long afterwards. Yeah, Soi Lanky. I'm just hoping this rain stays away. Not tonight, not this Thursday when I'm out filming, but next week I will put up a link for a weather map. Okay, I was contacted by one of the subscribers. Oh my God, look at that vicious dog chasing after me. Chihuahua. Anyway, yeah, he's taken the local map for this area, and there is an okay rainfall predictor, but it just tells you what's happening now. You know, it's like a radar thing. Yeah, I saw in Nick Dean's video that the same guy who's taken over Saiso has taken over the Den, some golf simulator thing. This is the new improved Soi pothole. Yeah, very quiet. Say about 1:30. It's not a busy place for sure. Yeah, so anyway, this new map that I'll give you next week has got, yeah, it predicts, it takes what's there, tries to work out what's going to happen, and I must admit, it's been very accurate so far. I've had it a couple of weeks and I've been kind of testing it, and there was one day all the beach vendors were packing up, and Nong phoned me, oh, you better walk Friday soon. Swaddy crab. You better walk Friday soon because the rain's coming. I looked on the thing, nah, no rain coming. So, and it was right. The whole night, nothing came. But it's a couple of times it's done that. Let's go up Soi Excite. I won't take you too far up it because I've kind of got to double back again. Just try and show you some of the places that either I don't normally show in the night time, or, sorry crab, or show them during the day so you get a better idea of the place. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that thunder in the background. Sorry crab. After you, no problem, go. After you. Okay. A laundry lady, she's getting her laundry in before the rain comes. So today, I'm going to take you to La Petite Planète. And I did show it on video a couple of weeks ago. On the right hand side of Tutcom it is, okay, so if I have to cut off the camera because of the rain, as you look at Tutcom, McDonald's is on the left, go down the right hand lane about 50 metres on the right hand side. Right. I don't know if this is still Ama Trading. He took over a new place on Third Road. Again, I showed it about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he was all excited. He says, I've got things coming that'll help the market. I've got a post truck next to me. There it is there. Normally around town it's motorbikes with big saddlebags on them. They're huge. I don't know how the guys manage to keep their balance. They're as wide as a car. Yeah, so we're back on Bacau here. In their city hospital. It's one of the government hospitals, so it won't be overly expensive, but it won't be overly quick, right? You could be sitting there a while. This rain is getting slightly heavier. As you know, I'm Scottish. I grew up in rain. It doesn't bother me at all, but my camera's not so keen. I had one, when I first got the camera, I used to wear a chest mount, and I went out on a proper bicycle ride, you know, a sports bike, and the sweat running off me burnt out my camera. So I left Pattaya to come down here into town, and I don't know, I got out of Soi 6 where I live, and I'd passed 20 buses. There's no shortage. This part of the town is probably the quieter. S1 down in there, and they've got car parking underneath, and you can put your motorbike outside or park it under, up to you. They do food and drinks. I must admit, when I was like, well, why would you pay for pool when you can go to places and pool's pretty free? But if there's like 2 or 3 of yous and you really just want, you want to play together, it doesn't work out expensive, and the quality is first class. They have staff working there, but they're not chasing for drinks or anything like that. Marin Place. I don't know anything about these hotels, so. And somebody on the last video did say, can you go and review a certain restaurant, right? It's like a 5-course steak dinner type place, but I'm sorry, but the answer is no. I've got my reasons, and we'll just leave it at that. That's us. We're going to make it all the way to the restaurant, I think. It's not a market day because it's Thursday, so the small market's open. You can see what the traffic's like. Yeah. Pay him your 10 back, come on. All this is because one guy's like, oh, have you got 10 baht change? Come on. But if you can see him, one guy in a red shirt and a guy in a kind of grey one. There we go. And now they're walking around the road, blocking the traffic. Yeah, sometimes even on a push bike you get held up with the traffic. The motorbike truck unloading isn't helping things. Get through this little gap here. There we go. Okay. Apologies for the slight delay. Oh, and that rain is coming on now. We'll make it, okay. We'll make it as long as the taxis keep going. That's Calm Tar right there. Oh, Oh, see the door opening? Well, even the motorbikes turn off their engines, save gas. We'll take a right here. Come on. This rain's getting heavier and heavier. And that is us, we've made it, okay? No customers in here, but that's where we're going today. Swaddy crap. Okay, let's go inside. Yeah, as you can see in here, the walls are all like hand-painted murals. And I just noticed, if you want a delivery, yeah, there's a phone number there, or the line you can scan. Yeah, so I had to rush to get in there. The rain came on really heavy just as I was parking up. So anyway, today, they do a set menu. It changes every week. 350 baht, remember. Last week, 405 baht for 2 dishes and a Coke. Here, they give, yeah, it's bottles of Coke, so very, very nice. And they've got daily specials on the back. They've got a full menu as well. There we go. Yeah, the bike's sat there. I got it onto the front balcony, we'll call it. Yeah, I was talking on the last ride about that, you know, the woman who lost her life on Soi Bangkok 8. And yeah, her name, Nang, 49 years old, and seemingly very, very popular in the town. British guy, 22 years old. He's now admitted it was his fault, but because she passed away, I think the fine went from, I think it was 50,000, it's now 200,000. 3 years in prison before, now, again, because she passed, 10 years. And I've said it myself, you know, people like it here because there's less rules, you know what I mean? You don't get into that much bother. But it doesn't mean that you can just do what you want, you know? You've got to be considerate to other people. So, it's always been my mantra on the bike. You know, I don't cut in front of people, I try and be polite. First course arrived, I mean, I've been in here maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Nice French bread, homemade pate, and a bit of butter. Probably only about 50 metres from the Chinese. Is it Lucky Panda? Yeah. That I took you to a couple of weeks ago. It's just at the front of Tuckcom. And you've still got the ability to take advantage of the 50% off if you go before the end of the month. My little boy, Friday, little shits, he would love it. He loves patty. He likes the toast as well. Yeah, I had a chat with the staff there. 17 years this has been here. I knew it had been a long time. I didn't know it before I moved here, but it gets a lot of mentions in the food groups in town and that. I haven't been in Tuckcom myself for a while. Last time I was in, it's not even 50% of what it used to be. Tuckcom's like a place where you would go to buy a phone or anything like that. And they do, I'm sure they do dodgy ones and real ones as well, but any phone repairs, that's the place you would head to. The latest that's been happening in the town this week, Bangkok Bank have been contacting a lot of people who've got bank accounts. And it's all linked to the government pushing the banks to ensure that you've only got a bank account if you're on a long-term visa, not a DTV, right? An O, an OA, non-B, that kind of visas. So people are having to go in with their passports, and if they don't have it, they'll give them the money back out of the bank, and that's bank account gone. And you'll go, well, it's a bit harsh, but the truth of the matter is, a lot of scammers have got bank accounts, and their phone number's not connected to their bank account. They're advertising on places, scamming people out of money, and then people are losing a lot of money. So this kind of should help curb it. Yeah, last week's video, you'll have seen what happens when I try Thai chilies. My lips burn like hell. I've got the choking and all that, but my lips hurt like hell. Indian food, I still don't have it spicy, but I can manage a lot spicier. Maybe it's just an allergy thing to the type of spice, type of chili they use. Oh, so that is my main meal arrived. I went for so you've got the 3 pork fillet, mash, some veg at the back, and the paprika sauce there. I didn't really plan to come out today, so I had my normal breakfast. Normal before was always like a Thai, normally like a sweet and sour or a chicken fried rice, but I've been having boiled eggs with soldiers recently. Yeah. Pork, very tender. Paprika sauce, a little bit tangy, but not spicy, you know. There's another customer in here just now, so I was having a chat with him and he said there's like French food groups, obviously, and he says in there this place it's up all the time, so this cost-wise it's going to work out about the same as my Thai food the other day. And the quality here, spot on. I think you've got to remember, location-wise, it's in the middle of town. The reason I'm saying that is I took a friend out the other day to Suggestions restaurant, and their 3-course lunch, 425 baht, but it's like on another level. It is exceptional. Portion-wise, just bang on. You're not like, oh, I'm so full, I can't move, but more than enough for sure. Choice of mash, croquettes, French fries, and dessert has arrived. Creme caramel. I told you before, my parents had it to tell. My dad's name, Jack. This was on the menu. Jack's favourite. Loved it. So, to Jack. A lot heavier than how my mum makes it. Still very good though. Oh, excellent. Every course, first class. I'll put the bill up there. It's not very itemised, but $3.50 for the meal, $40 for the Coke, total of $3.90. And I have to say, if I compare it to last week's lunch, yeah, miles better, better value, and I mean, quick service. Everything here's like that. It's quick. Tab on. Yeah. Right. There's my change, 110 baht. Yeah, so there we go, lunch on the bike. Somewhere different for you to try, you know, 3-course meal. You've missed breakfast, perfect. Definitely keep you going all night. In fact, night time you'll probably just eat a few beers and a burger, that's you. So, I will see you next time when I'm out for lunch on the bike. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye for now.